Hyrule, a breathtaking wilderness where the landscapes are as diverse as the creatures who inhabit them. In this series, for the very first time, we'll take an up-close look to reveal the enigmatic beauty created by the three Golden Goddesses of Hylia, in a way you've never seen before. In the heart of Hyrule lies the Great Plateau, a testament to the enduring power of nature shaped by a millennia of geological forces. Towering above the surrounding lands in an ecosystem all of its own, this secluded wonder is full of striking contrasts and profound beauty, making it one of the best examples of Hyrule's biodiversity. It is home to a plethora of unique species, not the least of which among them, the bushy-tailed squirrel thrives. In the dappled sunlight of the Forest of Spirits, these agile creatures are nature's acrobats, constantly in search of their favorite delicacy, acorns. For the squirrel, the forest is a pantry, and this lone bushy tail is a particularly excellent forager. Confident in his ability to provide, he leaves his next bounty unattended while he takes an afternoon bath. Now that he's cooled off, it's time to add this acorn to his collection, which already includes some wild berries and even a chickaloo tree nut, a display of his gatherer prowess. Nearby, the Woodland Boar roams, a benevolent reminder of Calamity Ganon. Here, a mother and her 6-month-old piglet dig through the forest floor, searching for roots and tubers. In the process, these gentle giants help aerate the soil, nurturing the growth of new plant life. As omnivorous swine, these stocky, hunchback specimens typically have no issue finding a meal. However, it has been several days since they've last eaten, and the mother has become increasingly desperate to feed her young. For without something to eat soon, continued survival is not guaranteed. And with this desperation comes an action of equal measure. She decides to steal a meal by entering the territory of her not-so-welcoming cousin, the bokoblin. The bokoblin's interactions with other wildlife are best described as curious and cautious. More often than not, they display a level of wariness and respect for the other inhabitants of the wilderness, but they don't take kindly to the mother boar's intention to rob them of their dinner, so she is met with aggression. Outnumbered, the boar's fight-or-flight senses tell her it's time to turn back. The mother finds a way to escape with her piglet, and their search continues. Often misunderstood, bokoblins play a unique role in the ecosystem. Like all monsters, they are considered an invasive species, but despite their mischievous reputation, these little piggies exhibit a fascinating array of behaviors that reveal much about their complex social structures. Bokoblins are highly communal, forming tight-knit groups of 3 or 4, often gathering in primitively constructed camps armed with rudimentary gear crafted from natural materials. Here, they engage in recreational activities such as painting, cooking, and dancing. Play is also a key element of Bokoblin life. Their impish skirmishes and mock battles are both a form of entertainment and a way to hone their skills and establish hierarchies within the group. Still, Bokoblins are the Neanderthals and the pawns of the Demon King's hierarchy, led by more formidable monsters, such as the boss Boko, a mammoth among his comrades, or sometimes constructing their forts atop the magnificent stone talus. Living, breathing rock, cleverly camouflaged as an inanimate object. Mimicking the natural world is one of the most clever of monster tricks. An Octorok hides, buried just beneath the surface, using a decoy sapling to lure in its prey by blending in with its environment. South of the Forest of Spirits is a rocky cliffside that has further isolated wildlife from the rest of the plateau. The higher elevation turns this area into a frozen wasteland. Nearly 40% of the plateau is perpetually covered in snow, and it is in this region another natural wonder exists, the River of the Dead, a frigid body of water fed by a waterfall mysteriously originating from the base of Mount Hylia. Scientists have yet to explain how this is possible, but perhaps the answer lies in underground caves. As snow melts, water seeps through the limestone, carrying with it dissolved minerals as it drips from the ceiling, forming massive stalactites. Another cave system, formerly known as the Shrine of Resurrection, has a naturally occurring hot spring which is said to have rejuvenating and regenerative properties. Guarding the entrance to nearly every cave is the mystical and metaphysical Bloopy Bunny. Bloopies favor making homes of caves, for when frightened, they retreat towards the entrance, and when touched by something from the physical realm, they leave behind a little gift. Bloopy Roopy Poopies. It is believed this tactic is a distraction, used quite literally to buy them time to disappear into the cave and transform into the even more majestic Bubble Frog. Then, out in the open field, the unofficial King of Hyrule roams, a creature of unparalleled ferocity, the Silver Lionel. Known for its brute strength and regal demeanor, the Lionel commands respect from everyone and everything. Standing as one of the most dominant monsters in Hyrule, the Lionel's intimidating appearance alone speaks volumes of its power. But this Lionel isn't posturing to intimidate prey, he's in search of a mate. In order to find one, he'll have to leave the solitude of the plateau and journey across the overworld, which is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. I'd like to send a special thank you to fellow YouTuber MAJORAN for helping me learn how to get set up playing the game in a way that allows me to film cinematic professional shots like you've seen in this video. You should definitely go check out his channel. I've linked it in the description. And I really hope you enjoyed this goofy little documentary. Any and all feedback is appreciated, positive or negative. And with that, it's time to start the members-only portion of the video. And stepping up to the plate now is Josie. Full power blast. Congratulations to Josie on making the trick shot. Thank you to everyone who's watched, subscribed, liked, done whatever you've done to help support the channel. It means the world to me. I can't say thank you enough. And if you want to get in on the next member minigame challenge, all you have to do is join the channel as a member for as little as 1 rupee a month. or whatever that converts to in your local currency. I'll be back as soon as I can with more content. I'll see you around then. And until next time, stay cool and always keep punching out there. Aloha.